right, good evening, good evening, good evening. So, took a couple of things. Oh, hold on. I can't take it. But, God is good. And I've been through some abnormal situations and I've taken it abnormally. But I'm still here, thank God. And, I'm still trying. You know, uh, it's crazy. There's a little girl who's the same age as my daughter. They were both in pre-K and together. Well, I think they were in separate classrooms, but I had met her mother. She was talking out loud one day about what was going on in the world, about Donald Trump, or when she had voiced her opinion, and I'm like, I know that's right, and then we started talking, and we ended up liking each other's viewpoints and exchanging numbers. Hey, I'm looking for someone who could hold a conversation and talk about what's going on in the world, and someone decent. So I'm trying to develop a friendship, and turns out this chick reminds me of my mom. And when I say she reminds me of my mom, y'all have heard me talk about my mom before. Unfortunately, I have a lot of issues with her, and I had to tell the guy today I'm a serious person, but I'm okay with myself. I love who I am now, and then I also thought, oh, somebody saying, oh, why are you so serious? Because my mom, is take it differently, and you turn out a different way when you have a mother who criticizes you and a mother who doesn't care, and when you feel that your mom doesn't care. Okay, that's big business right there. When you feel your mom don't care about you, that's serious. That's deep. Okay, like I felt she was like my mom because when her kids turned 5, she said she was going to throw a skating party. I think it was 5 or 6. And so she wanted to take them to the local, skating rink, and kids could put on skates around there, and they could hold on to the uh, little assisted little skating things, and they have fun doing it. And then, but turns out, like the day of or the day before, she cancels the party because they wrote on the wall. And with the markers and shit that she bought, and what? They don't get to celebrate being alive because they wrote on the fucking wall at 5 or 6? What? And I said, you know what? This really reminds me of my mom, some type of shit. She was excited to say, I wanted my hair straightened. There was some relaxer left over from my mom, I guess, doing it, so I put it in my hair. And so she says I lied to her about putting it in. So she didn't make me wash it out. What? So you would have me get make fun of and teased and have my hair in patches and bald spots and all that because I fucking lied to you about the perm. Wow. abuser type of mother. Do I learn a lesson? Did I, as a grown ass woman, did I learn a fucking lesson to not lie? Fuck no. I learned that that woman is fucked up and she would let my scalp burn and my hair come out thinking she's teaching me a lesson and me get made fun of at school, and I did. And I remember a kid saying I had a bald spot. So, yeah, she reminded me of her, and I couldn't take it, and I was going through a situation with my husband, and I'm just telling her like, oh God, this is some bullshit. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna need to get a divorce. I couldn't take him really not doing anything around the house. I mean, yeah, he might pay the gas and the couple $100 mortgage, literally a couple $100, because we got a good deal on this raggedy ass house. So he might pay that, but what the fuck, it's, he's there for the kids to take him out, but I feel like that's more so for him. For them to say, oh, thanks, Dad, you're a good dad, or some blah, 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 blah. But, during the time, like his teeth, all this shit had got kicked up plaque, and you could see it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, look at your teeth, yo. Why are they, it was like caked up. It was so gross and nasty, like just, and I brought it to his attention one day, and I was proud of myself, because normally I'll turn my back and not say shit, and then he makes the comment, oh, you all happy that you told me? Like, what? I don't understand what's going on. I remember probably about 12 years ago, my feet was really itchy. My feet were really itchy. And I'm like, oh God, I got athlete's feet. I need some stuff. Like, they were really itchy. And he was like, you don't got athlete's feet. And I thought about that. And the part where it was really itchy was my heel. And I didn't realize that I really didn't clean my feet. And I took my feet and I had scraped it with my nails, and a lot of the stuff came off the bottom of my feet. My mom never taught me about that. I never read about that, nothing. I just, it wasn't there. It didn't exist, I didn't know how to do it. It didn't come to mind. And it's like, I didn't get offended when he said that. I learned. I thought about it, and I twisted and turned it in my mind like a Rubik's cube. Like, what does that mean? Where does it? What can I do about this? And then it came to me, and I scraped my feet, and ever since then, I've scraped my feet, but I've never held it like, damn, you ain't, like, you told me, like, it would just, It was kind of wild. And when I told him about his teeth, I don't feel that I said it in no type of rude or negative way. Like, babe, I just don't think you're getting the bottom of your teeth. And I brought it to his attention. Maybe it's a difference between I mentioned it and he never brought up his teeth. Maybe that's the difference. But it was grossing me out and making me very upset and sad. And I didn't even want to kiss him because it's so dirty, and for him not to notice it. And so now, even years later from that, it's still like the same old thing, and we're in 2023. And I'm like, he gets me all this decent stuff for Mother's Day. He gets me some perfume. The perfume I like is the Giorgio Armani. And it's My Way and another kind. It's a double pack. I love it. I like wearing perfume. I like smelling good. I mean, not always to overpower something. Like sometimes I'll just like smelling clean. Not perfume, just clean. And so as my kids, I'm like, what should I get daddy? So it's just the two of them. My youngest son and my daughter. And I had bought him maybe a year or so ago some cologne. And when we first got together, I loved the smell of his deodorant. And I would always kind of smell his underarms. And I was like, it smells so good, like, you smell good. And I was attracted to that. And years later, the deodorant has changed, and now he's trying to go aluminum free and find another deodorant, and he doesn't even wear the cologne that I bought. So I'm asking the kids, what should I get daddy for Father's Day? And son's like, you should get him some cologne. I'm like, man, I would, but he don't even wear it. Don't even wear it. And then son's like, oh yeah, I forgot. He stinks. And it's crazy. And I bust out laughing because it's true. If it ain't his body, it's his breath. And his shit stinks. I mean, everybody's shit stinks, but I mean, oh my God. And it's just like really a funky odors that come from this guy. And it's, I seen a monks that live in like Tibet or something. And I remember me watching it, and they're like, we don't even eat garlic and onions because we don't want to offend people with our breath. And it's just like he takes in no thought of anyone else and not even of himself. And I think that's what's so crazy. And I've met good smelling guys, and he's a bigger guy. I've met good smelling big guys. Guys who care about their clothes, their appearance. Guys that care about their breath. Guys that care about wife, man. And it's just so hard because I care so much about a lot of things. I care about my parents. I care about my breath. I care about my words. I care about how I treat others. Shit, shout out to tcarewithlove12@gmail.com. Like, it's just so crazy. You know, and I mentioned to him, you know, when we were going back and forth and I wanted to divorce, and I'm like, you know, I know I was born a wife and me trying to make you a husband. You know, and then I wonder if all the guys that's born husbands, do they go through this, or do they actually find a woman that was born a wife? Or will it always be mismatched because life ain't fair? like, I don't know. And I mean, I hate to say, and I'm not talking bad on him. I'm really not. I love him and appreciate the things that he has done. I appreciate a lot of things. I'm just keeping it real for real. And I mean, if he said this shit about me, okay. And I'm gonna be like, if I ever stink, I mean, like, really, like, I mean, there was days I didn't take showers, but I'm gonna be honest, cause I didn't want to do it with him. You know, the other day we fooling around, like, you need a shower first. You know, he tried to go my head like this at his dick, nigga. You need to wash. I don't play no games like that no more. Like before, I would do it, but I'm too old for that shit now. But at the beginning, we fucking at teenagers, we fucking took a shower together. You know, and I don't care about my nose, my cheeks. If I'm not pretty, like, fuck that. I was pretty. I've lived that life. I don't need to hear that shit forever. Experience different shit, and if that's what it's about, then hey, no. So crazy. But alright, y'all. God bless. Always put God first. Peace. Till next time.